Shalom, shalom, shalom. Carrie, nice to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome in Jesus' name. I am so excited. Yes, prosoto kele prosoto. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I am so excited. Let me see. Kande prosoto. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to do that. Uh-huh. So, yeah. So no distraction today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where are we live? Are we only live on YouTube? Oh, we're on Facebook as well. But we are live in Jesus' name. So I'm actually really excited tonight. And we are having a totally different topic tonight. So I'm still nice to see you. To thank you, precious Karen. So I'm here with two powerful men of God. I can see our pastor. Pastor is online. Oh my God, guys, you guys should pray for me because I'm a bit nervous. Okay, streaming with two generals today. So somebody pray for me. so so anyway, so can you guys see me? I'm just gonna hide.
I can see you. I can see
you. So guys, hey, I got to hope you pray. Yeah. Okay. Hi, nice to see you, man of God, joining us from UK, doing amazing things. How do I pronounce your name actually?
Try.
Oh,
Give it a shot.
so anyway, that is just not fair, Karen. No, 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 you didn't keep me friends. So anyway, so I'm gonna please help me. No, you're gonna help me introduce yourself because most of our audience actually already know you doing amazing things, great things. So yes, I can see all three of you. So I'm like, am I hiding? Okay, I'll change the layout in a bit. So I'm gonna ask them to introduce themselves. I'm so excited. Chat somebody, invite somebody, let them know that we are online for our business and financial wealth creation with two powerful, amazing men of God. And I'm telling you, this is just the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living because Pastor Wilson, for example, is streaming live for us with us from Lagos. He's a wonderful man of God, man of prayer, a family man with an amazing wife and beautiful children. And wherever you go, he's just an amazing personal trainer. He's into fitness, he's into wealth, and it's really great because two of you have a lot of things in common. Okay, so which is good. So you need to definitely connect, and that is Pastor Wilson, and then one of God from UK help us introduce himself. And you guys should keep me in prayer. Say don't crack up. My ladies are just laughing. It's so not funny. So let's start with Pastor Wilson. You know, um, Bless you, Heliante. I see you. So nice to see you. I'm gonna see if I will change it, whatever it's called, so you can. So, I, I came to hide here. The girls are downstairs. All right, layout. Okay, layout. Is this working? I don't know what it's like. Is that working? Okay, maybe I'm just gonna be flipping it over. So somebody pray for me, okay? Because I'm streaming from a different device. Okay, so and invite somebody, tag somebody. We are online. We are tonight. We are with two powerful, amazing men of God, and they have a lot. Yes, a lot to share with us. We are going to be, it's going to be just amazing today. And they are author, they're everything, fitness, personal trainer, all around, you name it. So I think you guys are also allowed to ask questions and all that. So, but anyway, let me see. I'm working with the layout. So let me see what is the best. Oh, shake it, bragadosia. Mm.
You'll
Okay.
find the way it is. You take
I
this.
think it's
We will hang out from the side.
He's such a gentleman. He's, um, I'm so sorry, Apostle. Why are you sorry about? It's cracking up on my side. What is cracking up your? What is cracking up on your side? Is it clear?
yes, it is
Yes,
Okay.
yes, clear.
Okay. I think this is
better.
good. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yes, we made it. Is the sound clear?
Yeah, very clear.
Good. So let me make sure everything. Man of God, it's just a great honor to be with you guys. You know, and it doesn't take a lot for somebody to get me sweat, guys. So, yes, do you want to just introduce yourself so that people know who you are? And I'm just going to start from man of God, and both of you are man of God. So please, somebody help me.
Well, I'm Double Davis. I live in the UK. Can everyone hear me? If you can hear me, then I'll be happy. Can you all hear me?
I can hear you. It's clear on
Okay.
my side.
All right, that's fine. Double Davis. I live in England. Well, first of all, apologies for me jumping in about 5 minutes late. It's very unusual for me to be late. Those that know me like that. I don't like keeping people waiting. But I'm out of my house. Just not a good excuse, but I'm out of my house. My kids had an appointment, so I'm still around the area. I decided to find a place to log on and not waste this time because we have to constantly be creative. I think that's one of the reasons this is holding. So there's no excuse for anybody not to make something happen. Well, I live in England. I am fortunate to pastor a church, and I have several businesses that I oversee and start. I love fitness. Is one of my passion. Is a part of me. Health and fitness is part of my life. So if you take that out of me, you've taken a chunk of me out of me. So it won't work anyway. So well, that's me. I'm privileged and to be here today. To be honest, I'm very excited. I don't take for granted when I'm given the opportunity to appear before someone's platform. Apostle Mercedes is, built this by the grace of God to this point. We might laugh about it. We might be simple and be humble about it, but it is very. We have to be very careful when people invite us to grace their platform, whether it's a physical or virtual platform. So I don't take this lightly at all. I don't take it for granted, even if it's 1 minute or 5 minutes. So I salute the grace of God upon your life, your wonderful husband who constantly allow you to come out and do this. We don't often see him, but I want to use this opportunity while I have the floor to salute that great man, sir. If you're watching this or if you get to catch this broadcast, just to let you know, there are people that love you, there are people that salute you, there are people that honor you for allowing your wife, to share your wife with the world. Basically, we respect the grace of God upon your life. You have a wise head. That's just what it means, to release this wonderful woman to reach out to the world. So I love you. I salute you, and we pray that God continue to bless you and sustain you, undergird you with His right hand of righteousness, and provide for you. I believe I speak for a lot of people watching this broadcast around the world. So thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Now, so that's gonna cost him some shopping tomorrow.
Amen. You better send the type over.
So and Pastor Wilson, tell us. I know you're such a powerful man of God, family as well. So talk to us. In fact, thank you because it's so difficult to get hold of you. So
Good
just
day,
please.
good day, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me from wherever you are. I really appreciate this opportunity to be on this platform to speak on a few key areas that I'll be opportune to speak about. And really want to appreciate our pastor for the time he too decided to say, hey, I need to set aside this time to bless the life of a whole lot of people out there watching this. So trust me, it's a great gift for someone to share out a minute or a second to just say you want to bless your life. Trust me, don't take it for granted.
Man, thank you
Use it,
so much.
marry it,
Yes.
keep it forever. Okay, so we want to actually appreciate you too for the time you're spending to watch this. Trust me, it's not going to be in vain. Okay, it's not going to be in vain. It's you're about to listen to, you're about to receive a seed that is going to be sown, and all I would want you to do is you're going to make sure that there's a keg that you're going to use to water it. Okay, just prepare it. The more you water it, trust me, at the end of the day, you're going to receive great fruit from it. Okay, so it's a privilege really to be with you all, to speak with you, and to see my wonderful apostles, my pastors, pastor here. I saw the way he was speaking before. I discovered that even his speaking is coming from the fitness zone. That's awesome. I said, that's nice. I said, that's nice. I said, that's nice. I said, whoa, I'm at the right place. That's awesome. Okay, so as we kick it over, people, please, I would advise that you get your pen, get your paper, and try not to miss a thing. Okay, so as I'll be handling over back to our pastor here, as he leads us on the way to the promised land.
Thank you so much. And I'm telling you, I'm so excited when I'm getting so excited because I love learning new things. It's always good to learn something new, and the people of God have been so excited, and you know, and so anyway, I really, I'm just gonna jump right in, and we have few pointers I would really love us to talk about.
Sorry, sorry, Apostle.
Yeah.
I actually missed the part to let people know that I actually, as a fitness professional, I consult for a whole lot of fitness companies here in Nigeria. Okay, both the largest in Lagos State and for kids, for schools, kids fitness, then for people living with prostate cancers, with a whole lot of zones. So I consult for. So I take up my time, not just for monetary aspect, with passion to make sure that I manage people's health through fitness. Okay, so even when it comes to weight management, weight loss, and all of that, so I dare not want to see somebody suffering from the issue related with obese state. So with that, I would like to push it over to our apostle to take over the platform and let us and lead us to where we're going for today. All right.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm just again, thank you so much for pointing that out because it's so important for us to, uh, for us to know who's talking to us. That is why I said, let these men of God introduce themselves. I actually, some powerful woman of God taught me that. They let them introduce themselves. Okay, so welcome. I'm really excited. I honor both of you so much, and for even taking out your time, to come. I know because they are busy, like really, really busy people. So I want to just start with, Pastor Wilson, and so that we can just release you on time. And, we there are many things I want to touch, so, I've been talking about like balance, I just believe in, balance because we want to talk about business and financial wealth creation. And today, actually, I was actually thinking of both of you because every evening I go out for a walk with my husband. So it's a bit rainy, and I just was not, very happy walking this evening. It was a struggle for me. I was tired. I didn't want to work. I didn't want to do that. It was, I just hated it. That's the truth. And but I know that, when I'm fit, it has, I perform differently. Even my prayer life is different. So fitness has a lot to do with even my spiritual, I don't know if it makes sense to you guys, like, I don't know, like even my
Yeah.
prayer life, that I can keep up, to do some certain things. And there's a level of things that even when I'm busy, when I'm working out, there are some things the Lord will download to my spirit. Sometimes He give me business ideas. Sometimes He's talking to me about books or ministry. So He downloads a lot of things for me when I'm, doing fitness. So that is why I wanted us to just talk about it, the relationship. Maybe Pastor Wilson is going to help us with that. What is the relationship? Because sometimes we say we want to bless the Lord, we just want to speak in tongues, we want to pray, we want to fast, want to do retreat and everything. But a lot of us really, we don't invest a lot of time in our physical health as well, and then we struggle with a lot of things. So, what is the relationship between fitness and wealth and financial wealth creation? So, I know you guys have a lot to talk about. So, let me just let Pastor Wilson dig into that, and then if you guys want to jump in there, just go ahead, do your thing. I'm not working tonight.
Oh, all right, all right. Once again, I want to say hello to the house, and I believe this concerns a whole lot of people. Okay, as our person mentioned, I'm not going to actually be talking about how to make money from fitness industries. I'm actually going to be talking on how to keep your life fit as you are enjoying your wealth, your financial wealth. It's not like you saying, okay, as an entrepreneur, I need to build this, I need to build that, I need to be here tomorrow. I have to create a foundation for this business. I have to make sure that these people they are on their foot to catch up with this objective, with this goal, and all of that. At the end of the day, what if if you are not in a healthy state to enjoy it?
Hmm.
That's the question. There's difference between stress exercise and exercise.
Wow.
Okay? In the process of you trying to achieve the greatness of you having a certain target, of you creating your state of wealth, it's bound for you to start breaking down at some point. Psychologically, you're being broken down because at a point, let's be sincere with ourselves. It's not all the targets you set for yourself you're going to achieve at once. Okay? Even when you have a short term or long term target, okay, you're going to miss some on the way. You're going to be stressed along the line. You're going to see a whole lot of people that are not going to sign this for you on time, or a whole lot of people that are not going to answer you on this on time. So, what do? Are you going to continue with it like that? Yes, you still try to struggle and go ahead to achieve whatever you want to do. But in this state, what about if you break down in that state? You won't be able to meet up. So you are stressed, you're loaded with stress. So now, when you exercise in this aspect, you discover that the approach you use in meeting up with those objectives, it will be a different ballgame. I told you just now, I said, you take note of when our pastor came in, when he was talking, the way he was the way he was matching his words together, the way he was attending to presenting his words, are like, hey, this man actually is fit even from the way he's talking. Forget the pastoral aspect of it. He's actually just a fit person, the way he talks. Okay? So it actually affects every state of your person. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, now we have to take note of some few key areas, because if I start asking a lot of questions, we're going to find out that we have a whole lot of barriers when it comes to our fitness level during achieving financial wealth creation. Okay, so I'm going to be pointing out some key areas, which is the first one would be steps to enjoy your financial wealth and fitness lifestyle. What are the steps that you're going to pick up the steps from one zone to another? I'm going to quickly just talk about it before I start getting into some few key things. Number one, let's understand this, that if you're having a car and you're not fueling it, trust me, you are going nowhere. The car ain't gonna move. Except you want to come out, you push it, you enter, you push it, it means you're suffering yourself forever. That's what it means. You have just planned to, so you have planned to fail. For you to achieve this, it means you have to create a level of understanding that you have to buy some fuel and fuel your car and move on. Okay? Another point. Let's take note that a whole lot of people, they don't invest on their fitness lifestyle or their healthy lifestyle. They don't invest in it. They can say, okay, this money is for feeding in this house for the month. This budget is for us to get this so time, but they never invest in their health. If you don't invest in your health, how are you going to enjoy every other thing you are investing in? There's going to be a whole lot of physical breakdown. Let's say even when you're spiritual sound, don't forget. Even when the book of First Timothy chapter 4 verse 8 was telling us that for bodily exercise profited for a little. I'm just reading the A part. So you understand that there's going to be a combination of your fitness lifestyle and your spiritual health. You have to make sure that there is a blend. If there's no blend, trust me, you don't have to start blaming God. God, I can't just move this my leg. I can't just, when He has given you the opportunity to, hey, sister, go and jog. Brother, walk down the street. You don't need to start saying, Father, I have to move this. I have to move this leg. I can move it now. As I'm talking, I can move. No, no, no. It's not what you have to pray about. It's what you have to do. You have to move. Okay? So managing a certain budget for your fitness goal or for achieving a healthy lifestyle is very important. And we can't talk about fitness without talking about the nutritional aspect, okay? Because that one is very important. Don't say I've spoken to you about the fitness and what to eat. I'm not talking about it. So let's move on. Now, in order for you to enjoy your financial health and your wealth lifestyle, number one, you have to learn how to create a schedule. Schedule yourself. How do you create your schedule? Because a whole lot of people keep telling that when they start, they don't have time. And the time they are going to use to create whatever business they want to do is the time that they can't use it for workouts. They can't spend any time. Trust me, you can. If you're waking up by 5 before, you have to start learning how to wake up by 4. Create that time, even though it's going to be for 30 minutes. Be disciplined. Just create that time, pick out that time, and make use of it. Another thing you need to do is you have to start from where you are. Start from where you are. Okay? Starting from where you are, you don't need to wait for you to go straight to the gym first before you do whatever you want to do. Start in your house. You have a living room. Create a music that your playlist, what you like. You can walk around the room. Dance as you want. Just dance anything you want to do. Just do it. Just do it. The most important thing, do it for 30 minutes. Just keep doing it. If you are dancing, just dance for 30 minutes. You don't need to say, okay, because I'm not allowed to go out of the compound, I can't do anything at that time or of the day. Sorry, you can use your living room to do whatever you want to do. You can use the bedroom to do whatever you want to do as a little steps. Just understand this. It is recorded that 10,000 steps burn close to about 400, 500 calories. Okay? Now, if you check, if you're brisk walking, you burn a whole lot of calories more than you're running. Okay? You're shocked? Don't be shocked. The truth is, when you're running, you make a whole lot of pace. You go on a longer stride. But when you brisk walk, if you have pedometer, just check your pedometer. You do a whole lot of steps. Okay? You do a whole lot of steps more than you're running. Okay, so why don't you do a whole lot of steps inside of your room? You can actually do a whole lot of steps inside of your room, even while praying, while doing whatever you're doing, while talking to somebody. Just keep walking and praying. Just keep walking and doing whatever you want to do. The most important thing is just keep moving. Okay, another point you have to do and note that start with what you have. Start with what you have. How do you start with what you have? You don't need to say, I don't have dumbbells in the house. I need to get some dumbbells. No, trust me. The bottle you drink your water from, all you need to do, just fill it up.
That's right.
Just have a pair. Walk with a pair. Do something with it. Use just make those things useful. Remember, you bought them with a price, isn't it? Don't just waste them. Keep them. You can still use them. They are still useful to your health. Okay? So make good use of them. What you have. You can use the backpack. You can load some books inside of it. You can do some squats. You can just do something with them. You don't need to invest another money to start doing some other things first before you start keeping fit. Okay?
Amazing. That's powerful.
Okay, trust me, with what you. So another thing you have to take note of is another thing you have to take note of
I think is it freeze, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
us is you have to learn how. Hello, can we hear?
Yeah.
Yes, you're back. Go ahead. Oh, yeah.
All right. So now what I was trying to call you back. Thank you. Hello, sorry about that, everyone. So I said we have to learn how to plan on how we are going to sweat. Yes, you can plan on how you want to sweat. Okay, how do you plan how to sweat? This is it. When you go straight to your office, instead of you trying to use the lift, you're going to plan to use the steps. Just jump over it, climb it, run through it. When you get to your park, instead of you saying, "Hey, they have to," you have to walk you have to walk not few miles away to your office, no, or to your house. All you need to do, park somewhere that's very far, a little bit, then walk the distance. Plan how you're going to sweat. You can plan it. You can have those things planned down. It's very important to learn how to plan how you're going to sweat. Another thing you have to take note of is this. A whole lot of people, they run away from this saying they don't have an outfit. They don't know have what to wear. What to wear. I don't have what to wear. Because I don't have what to wear, trust me. Sorry, ladies, our mothers, the wives in the house, they always want to say, I don't know what to wear. But if you get to their wardrobe, they all have whole different colors. They have much more to wear.
Yes, sir.
But in this aspect, you don't need to start looking for what to wear. Even what you're wearing, you can do something with it. Just let it loose a little so that it will start compressing your muscles. Okay, you want to say something?
Yes, Pastor Devil, can you please put the link, your link in? I mean, talking about where, something, what happened today, actually. I really love that you touched that because, oh my God, this is like, I actually sent that link to our senior brother today in the UK because Pastor Devil sent me his link on on his fitness page. Amazing. It's so it's just beautiful. I love the simplicity and everything. So actually, Chris's birthday was yesterday, and they were in UK. So and then he sent me the link, and I've been looking for something to bring to her. So I didn't want to go and tell her like, "Do you want this?" So I sent, "Thank you." Send it actually to my brother, and to give it to his wife. I said, "You make selections, and then I will let Pastor know what you want, then I will send it, then I will send it." It was easy. It's really amazing. Even though you are not in UK, somebody in UK or something, you want to check the website. I will tell you, when I saw the apps of those ladies, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not ordering. Their stomach was just flat.
Oh my God.
Okay, you know,
Okay,
but
so
well, I'm waiting for them to make the selection. Please check out this website. You will love that because Pastor Wilson just touched on that. But I really want to hear that because sometimes I use that as an excuse as well. So go ahead.
all right. So as you were saying, the truth is you can use what you have right now to do your workout. Okay. All you need to do is make sure that your outfit is not too tight to your muscles. Just know that it's a little bit free. You can breathe. Okay? So you don't need to start looking for shoes because you don't have shoes that you will not work out. Now you can do your thing even in your house. Okay? I know a whole lot of brands that you have to wear some beautiful shoes before you do your thing. Trust me. Before the shoes came, you were using your foot. Our
That's
great
it.
grandfathers, they were using it.
Yeah.
So you have to take note of that. Okay? So don't start limiting yourself to enjoy your wealth. You don't start limiting it. All right? Take note. All right. Another thing we have to understand is involve your family
Oh,
in
wow.
achieving this fitness goal. Because at times, a whole lot of people start saying they don't have anybody to work with. Trust me.
Mm.
You see, your children in the house, get them involved. Hey, you count for me. Okay, we're counting for 10 racks. Okay, now let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Then go. You jump jack for 1, for 2. Remember, you're not just engaging them with the exercise. You're teaching
Wow.
them too as well. Okay,
Mm.
they are numerous. You've continued with them. What
Right.
your school teachers supposed to do, you've done. You're doing another great job with them. Hey, okay, what's the next exercise? You're building them for the future. You begin to build them for the future. You're laying a foundation. Okay? Trust me. By doing this, you're going to enjoy your financial wealth state. It's not like just doing anything you want to do. No, at this point, you have to relax. Calm down. Be calming down. All right? As we always say over here, be calming down. All right? So now, you have to understand another thing here. There are some certain things you need to do aside you involving your family to your workout. Trust me, even your friends, your husband, your wives, just involve them. Let them be partaker of it. Okay? Remember, if you want to eat in a house, don't say you won't eat from the food too. You too, you eat too. So let's exercise together. We can all do it together. Okay? We can all take the stroll together. We can all dance on the same selected songs or music together. Okay? So that's for that. Yes, exactly. Someone is saying family members can be the worker buddies. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, now you have to take note that you're going to avoid some certain things in order for you to achieve this success. You know what you're going to avoid? There's one big barrier. The barrier is standing in front of you right now.
Wow.
In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should I let it go? Let me let it out. Excuses. A whole lot of us, we make a whole lot of excuses. Excuse is a big giant of it.
Wow.
A whole lot of time we give excuses. We say, as we were saying just now, we don't have an outfit, no time, I'm too lazy to work out. Trust me. If you're getting up from your bed in the morning, trust me, you're not lazy. If you can get up from your bed in the morning, if you can just get up from your bed, you're not lazy. If you can
Wow.
pull, if you can move that muscle to just lie down on your bed, you're not lazy. If you can walk straight to your bathroom to pick up your toothbrush, you're not lazy. If you can move a muscle, you're not lazy. So if you're telling yourself you're too lazy to do this, you are not lazy. All you need to understand is start from what you love to do while working out. If you see all the workout, we have different type of workout. Okay, your dance can be your workout. Your brisk walk can be your workout. Your HIIT can be your workout zone. A whole lot of people just like those kind of movement. There's something you like. You can cycle, you can move your bike, you can it's a workout. You can just throw and pray is your own style of workout. Anything you just like to do. The most important thing, move from your position. Just keep moving. Okay?
Yeah.
Choose
I,
what you like to do to start with. Okay? So another thing is remember, we have already mentioned that you have a workout partner. Your family can be your workout buddy. So you don't have any excuse. So deal with that excuse in your life in achieving this fitness level in order for you to be happy with whatever financial state that you're going to enjoy or what you need to enjoy. What are the
wow.
benefits of this that you're doing?
Right.
Everything we have been talking about, all those little points we're talking about, what are the benefits? Number one, you have to understand that for those that needs to reduce their weight, it's going to help you to reduce your weight. Okay, it will help you to reduce some pounds. If you are having a high blood pressure and you're telling me that you want to create wealth, your financial wealth, and this you have to achieve a certain target, you want to create this foundation, it's fantastic. It's really great. In short, by the time I put this together, it's going to be great. At the end of the day, the high blood pressure is knocking you off. How are you going to, where are you going to be to enjoy?
Wow.
Have you
Wow.
asked yourself where are you going to be to enjoy? So you have to make sure that you don't need to joke with your life. God has given you a life that you don't need to play with. As you feeding your life spiritually, you have to feed it physically with your fitness state of mind. So you don't need to say, I have to do it one way. One way will never work it for you. One way is not going to work it for you. It's an all-round thing. It's an all-round circle. It's a circle. Okay, you have to feed every aspect of your life, spiritually, physically, materially, name all of them. But it has to be with what? Moderation.
Wow.
It
Wow.
has to be with moderation. You don't need to start doing an overdo. It's when you start doing an overdo. You don't start doing your physical life is now more than your spiritual life. Your spiritual life is now more than your. Don't start doing an overdo. Have a moderation in everything. Everything has to be moderate. Okay.
Right.
So now, what about if you understand that your exercises is going to reduce the risk of you having a heart disease? Would you do it? Would you do it? Yes, you have to do it because by the time you keep doing it, it's going to help you reduce the heart risk disease. Okay. What about some part of your body that needs a certain movement mobility that you have never ever had before? The exercise is going to help you. Your flexibility level is going to increase. Okay, your heart is going to get stronger and better. Your breathing
Yeah.
pattern is going to improve. Okay, so what about your cognitive demand? Let's take note of this. Exercise doesn't just improve your mental state. Okay, just like that. When you just see people say it improves your mental state, your mental health. Let's understand this. A whole lot of us, where we drop our car keys, we'll forget it. Even the car key will be in front of us. We'll forget it, and We'll go outside. We'll go and look for it. Mental health is becoming faulty. It's beginning to land on a faulty foundation. But the more you exercise, those chemical reaction begins to take place. It will filter everything for you, and your health state, your mental health state will be on at a point at that you yourself you'll be surprised. Try it. Take your what's it called? A research to a level that you go straight to an office, go inside, check for the number of people that keep fit, and check for the number of people that don't keep fit. Check their performance rates. You discover that the people that keep fit, their performance rates are higher than the people that don't. Their work zone, they are superpowers. Trust me. They move mountains in their work zone. So you have to understand that. You can't begin to drag your leg at this stage. Trust me. Even I don't want to say it to the level that even when you get to where some angels are, they'll look at you like this. Guy, brother, sister, move your legs, move your foot. Don't worry. I won't tell you, I don't want to go over there. If I start telling you that one now, I know before you open your door now, some people are looking at their door now. Don't worry. Before you open it, you see an angel is standing there by you, telling you, you know your faults, you know what you don't do. You understand this. Let them, they are still telling you now. Okay. All right. Now, what about your mood? It improves your mood. A whole lot of us, we get angry so much. It's no longer spiritual anger or saying, I have to be on this spiritual state. I'm not seeing myself there. I have to be there. No, it's no longer that. You just see a pin moves by, you get angry. You see another brother just flying, you just get angry. Another person is just getting successful more than what you are achieving, even until you are just angry with the person instead of angry with the level at which you ought to do things. Now, exercise is going to help you to change that mood. Remember, the word of God tells us that anger lies in the bosom of fools. Fine, we know. But this one, the exercise unit is going to change those chemicals that will make you to smile brightly and make sure you make that cheese.
Wow.
Take care of those areas. Okay. Now, a whole lot of people, cholesterol level
Wow.
has gone up. I'm at work.
Okay.
Whatever, if you exercise, it's going to help you in this area. Okay. How many of you have been walking on the street and you just discover that you just trip off and fall down? Even inside your house. The more you exercise, your balance increase. Check your stability level, your agility level. It increases and improves.
I'm going to
Can
have
we hear me?
yes.
So it improves a lot.
I get
So
questions. Listen, I want to quickly jump in there. Let me see. Do we have any questions coming in? I'm going to because we want to do more series on this. This is so powerful because I'm learning a lot right now. Oh, I think we lost. Yes, I'm learning so much right now because this is your world as well, one of God. So and I'm going to let me see. Yes, I think okay. So are you with us? Yes. So Pastor Wilson, I'm going to because of the time. This is so powerful. I'm telling you, it's our part. I'm seeing our reactions there, and because of time, this is so powerful. I don't know if we're going to get notes from you because we want to do this more. We want to do this more often because we
yeah,
need
I'm
to.
actually running off already. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Just
All
round
right,
off.
good.
Yes,
Okay,
awesome.
so
Go
in other words, exercise can actually help you reduce the type 2 diabetes and some cancers too as well. So all you need to do is consistency. 30 minutes, 3 times a week, 30 minutes, 4 times a week. Create your time for yourself. Just do something. As you do so, God will continue to bless you. Now, we have to take note for this, about this. In order for you to achieve or enjoy your wealth, please and please place a schedule for your exercise activities. As you do so, God will continue to bless you. Maybe next time we'll be discussing on how you create wealth through the fitness industry. Maybe you must have exercised a lot before we get to that one. All right. Thank you so much for your time with us.
Yeah,
All right,
thank you
Pastor.
so
Yeah.
much. Thank thank you so much because I really, I just love this, and because there's something is that I just cannot help it though. I don't know if there's a sister or brother out there. Like every time you're running, and then the scriptures just pop up like the wicked run when no one is watching them. So how do you bring balance to that? Okay, whatever. Forgive me. So yeah, I just needed to throw that in there. So thank you so much, Pastor Wilson. Love you so much. Because we need to, know of us, we have so much scriptures in our mind. So when you're running and then, then this thing pop up, what do you do? Do you stop running when some scriptures come into your mind? So, but anyway, joke aside, wow, wow, man of God, what do you want to say to us about that? Talk to us.
First of all, I really want to salute the grace of God upon Pastor Wilson's life.
Amen.
Thank you so much for that presentation. I would want to say, he said, whilst he was talking, I'll be very honest with you. My heart is broken. My heart gets broken very easily. If you're around me, it becomes a burden most times. Things, and why is my heart broken? Is because this topic is one of the most important topics that should be emphasized on in the body of Christ today, but we're not doing it. Now, my friend and brother, a partner, Brad in Canada, has been giving comments. He's actually in the gym, giving comments and all that, right? Now, this amazes me, Apostle Mercedes. You know why? Because a lot of Christians are praying to leave, but a lot of Christians are not planning to leave.
Hi, this is heavy. Somebody you have to
It
write
is
that down.
it is painful because that is where I said my heart becomes heavy because we are praying to live, but we're not planning to live. We are praying to be healthy, but we're not planning to be healthy. We confess health, but we're not planning to live. It amazes me because there is a t-shirt on my personal website that says words show up in conversation and expectations show up in behavior. Now, it is very easy for us to talk. Now, if you stay there and begin to tell us, everybody say after me, I shall live and not die. Oh my God, you will see every one of us will scream in our houses, I shall live but not die. You will give us all the declarations. We will declare and declare and declare. But do you know that 80 to 99% of us are not planning to live? Even though we declare that, our behavior does not indicate that we want to live.
Wow.
It is so ironical because the people in faith are the people that mostly ignore their health. I was speaking to a nutritionist. She's in the Netherlands. I don't think she gave me liberty to mention her name, so I won't. But I was speaking to her, and she said something. She said it is so painful because the people that are outside the context of faith are the people that have embraced health and healthy living than we that speak about it. We are so good at talking, we're so good at declaring, but if you go and look on the line or the queue of people that don't eat healthy, I count 10, 8 out of 10 of us will be believers. Now go to the gym and then begin to count the people that are in faith. You will find that 80 to 90% of the people are not Christians.
Wow.
But they are the people who are consistent in their health. They are the people who are consistent in their life. Now, when Pastor Wilson was talking, he got me because I wrote something that I said, the nature, God has given us nature as the most important, the most equipped gym that we can ever find. Now, remember, I'm saying this. I'm a fitness trainer. I'm a personal trainer. I'm a transformational coach. So I'm not speaking outside of the fact that I train people in the gym. I train people in the gym. But for many of us, including myself, during this pandemic, we discovered that the gym was in quote useless. I'm not saying the gym is useless. I go to the gym. I would, I will hold, I intend to have a fitness center myself and all that. But the gym became redundant to many of us because all we had was our environment. And what I did was, Apostle Mercedes, I took my children, I bought bikes for them. I took my children, we started going into the woods. Thank God we live in a countryside. We went to the woods. My kids were skipping trees, they were jumping things, climbing, and we're doing all this that we didn't used to do. But because of the pandemic, you see, the Bible said, what the devil meant for evil, with God turns it around for good. So what should have been a disadvantage to us, we used it to enhance our physical well-being and our mental, psychological well-being. But my question to people watching this is, all the prayer you've been praying to leave, what preparations have you put in place to leave? All the money you're making, what preparations have you put in place to enjoy it? All the businesses that you've created, all the wealth that you've created, all your money, your bank account stack up with all the greens and all the purples and all the different currencies, the stocks and the bonds and all that. Have you put a plan in place to enjoy it? Because the truth is, it is not a cost, but a lot of people would not enjoy what they are working for. They don't plan to enjoy it.
This is some believers' biggest
Absolutely. We exercise our tongue more than our life, more than our physical well-being. You see, Paul, we like to quote Paul a lot. We give an example of Paul. People like Paul a lot, but for Paul to use fitness as an analogy to describe what he was saying, indicate to me that Paul was fit. Because if you look at 1 Corinthians chapter 9, 26 to 27, we know that Bible verse. I read it, says, therefore I do not run like someone running aimlessly. I do not fight like a boxer beating the air. No, I strike a blow to my body and make it my slave, so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified for the prize. It indicates to me that he understands fitness. The man knows running, he knows kickboxing, he knows MMA, he knows martial arts, he knows how to punch stuff. So he is an apostle, he's a tent builder, and he's fit. How about that?
By the way, I just to add, people of God, I hate beating the air. I was, I was doing this kickboxing. I thought it's crazy because that was new to me. Out in the gym, like you have to, like, I don't know, boxing air. What do they call it? Like you have. I'm like, what is this? I was really discouraged. So I'm really taking all these things today. I really encourage people of God. But this is just amazing. I want to hear from you guys. Are you being blessed? Are you being encouraged right now? I want some feedback from you guys. This is just amazing that, I actually did not plan it, like two people from, engage in with fitness come together at all. So it was just the Lord that, placed you in my heart, and Pastor Wilson as well. Then later I'm like, wow, they are actually like, personal trainers, they're into fitness and all that and everything. So man of God, talk to us, because yes, I am.
You mentioned something, Apostle. You mentioned, like, when we talked, I told you that health and fitness might overtake the entire evening. I mentioned that to you. So because now, before we go further, I want to say something to somebody. See, this is one of those broadcasts that you need to sow a seed into somebody's life, which means, I'm not saying give money, so don't run away, which means share the broadcast to an individual. So before you begin to run away, don't go. Share the broadcast to a sister, a brother who you feel needs healing in their body. Because while Pastor Wilson was speaking, I could actually feel the power of healing from what he was saying. That is how amazing fitness is. He was talking, I could feel the power of healing. He was not talking anything about laying on of hands and praying and all of that, but I could feel it because Many people, Apostle Mercedes, if they dance in their home, put on music. My wife and I would do it. I do it a lot. My kids do it. Put on music and just begin to dance. It is
Wow.
the best place for you to dance without anybody critiquing you. I always say to people always say that Brother Brad don't know how to dance, or Brother Dawa don't know how to dance, or Sister Karen don't know how to dance. No, everybody knows how to dance. You see, the thing with dancing is, let me encourage you about dancing. The thing with dancing is, everybody hears the music differently.
Wow.
Everybody hears the music different. Is the reason why if I come to speak to three women and if I tell them I love you all, some of them will say, "Oh, thank you, Brother Dabo." Some will say, "Ooh, I felt something when he spoke to me." Ooh, it was like some of them will blush. Now, because why? I said the same thing to three women, but the three women heard me differently. So
Mm.
everybody's filter is different. So people hear music
Mm.
differently. So when you play the music, it is the best place for you to exercise and dance in your home without anybody critiquing you, anybody pointing fingers. And that is one of the effective ways of exercising. Now,
Mm.
one thing I like when Pastor Wilson was talking is investment. You see, investment is one area that people run away from. He talked about fitness wears, talk about gym equipments and all that. You can invest into your health without literally buying anything.
Wow.
And then leave that alone. When Apostle Mercedes was talking, she talked about punching the air. Now, what a lot of us don't understand, Apostle Mercedes, let me enlighten you and make you enjoy your shadow boxing very well. Shadow boxing, to me, is more powerful than punching a bag. You know why? Shadow boxing, where you don't literally punch any physical thing, to me, it is more powerful than literally punching a bag. You know why? Because shadow boxing applies your mental state. It is your ability to visualize that you have something in front of you. Now, you need to be someone of a conscious, of a strong mental capacity for you to be able to enjoy shadow boxing. Because how can you be looking at me from somewhere, perhaps videoing me without me knowing, and you see me throwing punches, giving sharp punches, like concentrating and literally engaging my physical strength in something I cannot see? It is a mental state for you to be in. If you can do shadow boxing effectively well, you have developed your mind beyond the physical realm, which means it does not only affect your physical health, but it can affect your business, it can affect your relationship, your marriage, your ability to think. You know why? Because I said something that 2% of people don't think. Right, rather, let me get it right. Let me get it right. I wrote something that I said 2% of people think, rather 3% of people think that they think.
Mm.
95% of people rather die than think. I'm telling you.
Wow.
So the people that you see that can shadow box, they've moved themselves, literally migrated themselves out of the 95. They've gone to at least within the 3 and the 2. They are fluctuating. Then when you begin to consistently shadow box and move your arms, because what you're doing is fitness training, free class. I'll give you this for free. If you can concentrate and constantly punch and your hands, and your trainer will obviously tell you keep your hands up.
Yeah.
Keep your hands up. Now, if your hands can constantly be strong, it is
Right.
it is it is an effective thing. Let me show you that in the Bible, so you guys don't think that we're just saying something. Watch this. Proverbs chapter 31, verse 17. It talks about Apostle Mercedes. Let me read something about Apostle Mercedes in Proverbs 31, 17. It said, she sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her task. Woo! Does that really excite you? I just read
Wow.
about you now. She
Wow.
sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her work. My question is, are your arms, spiritually and physically, are your arms strong for your work?
Wow.
Are you
Wow.
are you fit to function? You know, the wealth that God is about to entrust in your care. Do you have
Mm.
strong hands for them spiritually, metaphorically, and physically? Are your hands strong? Can you handle them? Have you trained your hands enough? You see, the Bible said he blesses the works of our hands. But if the things that we're praying for, are our hands strong enough? Are our hands clean enough? You know, to handle the thing that God is bringing our way. You see how wealth and health are all intertwined. You cannot take health away from wealth, and you can't take wealth away from health.
Ooh, my God, that's powerful. Ooh.
She sets about her work, and her hands are strong for her work. Vigorously says strength with strength. Look, I was provoked, right? You better share this to people. Tell somebody they need to be alive. Just send your friend and say, please, sister, you need to leave. I sow life into you. Watch this broadcast. This is a seed of life. You know, this is a seed of life. Now, I look at the mental state of believers.
Mm.
Believers need to consciously, deliberately develop our minds, because many of us, when we were saved, we were told not to bring our mind into faith, you know. So
Mm.
our spirit man is developed, but our minds are not developed. So we're not conscious of a lot of things that are happening around us. Even whilst this broadcast was going on, I told you when Pastor Wilson was speaking, the power to heal was available, is still available. Is still available, because when you start talking about health and life, Jesus said, I came that they may have life and have it to
Mm.
the full, more abundantly. Jesus didn't do mediocre. Why do we want to settle? Why do believers want to settle? Why do we want to stay in the middle? There is no gray area. There is no middle ground. You're either here or there. You got to find a place to pitch yourself.
Mm.
My good friend Apostle Davidson just said, he said, good. He said, health plus wealth, that is life.
Yeah.
The Bible
Mm.
said, present your body. He didn't say your spirit, Apostle. He said, present your body a living sacrifice. He said, but
Mm.
we know how to spiritualize everything. So we always consciously want to think that he was talking about spirit. No, he said, present your body. My question to us is, would God be excited to live in your body the way it is?
Mm.
Ooh,
Mm.
ouch. Would God be excited to live? Now,
Mm.
the physique that you see on the outside is only a bonus. You know, the bicep, when you see us put our hands, you see the bicep, you see the shoulders, the calves and everything, and all that you go after. That is an addition. It is just a bonus. The most important aspect of the fitness we're talking about is the inside of you. You see, that is why your mind is very important. That is why my concept of training people is 80% psychological and 20% physical exercise, which suggests to me that the area that a lot of us place emphasis on, which is, oh, I can't lift a lot of weight, I cannot run, it is the minuscule, the insignificant aspect of everything, the conditioning of your mind. Pastor
Mm.
Wilson said, if you can wake up from your bed, he said, you can exercise. If we can condition your mind to the right position, you would by yourself get up and walk out. It is the reason why you will hear mind over body. You will hear mind over matter. Mind over matter. That is what it is, because if my mind is in a right state, my
Mm.
body will follow. See, my body is just a container. It goes where my mind dictates. So it doesn't matter how active my body is in the gym. I've been to the gym, my body is physically strong. Then maybe one phone call comes in and somebody say, my daughter is not feeling well, we're rushing out to the hospital. Pastor, can you pray? Can you stand in the gap? Oh, we're crying and all of that. Do you know that immediately gets into my mind? It affects my mental state within the few seconds that it's there for. Immediately the signal is sent to my body. Even though my physical body is strong, it shuts down, because at that moment it shifts the focus from exercising to handle somebody else's need. So your
Wow.
mind is very important.
Wow. Wow.
And the mental state is one place that the church is ignored. If your mind is not in the right condition, your hand cannot function effectively well. Watch this. If you can't handle wealth, now I'm fluctuating between wealth and health. If you cannot handle wealth in your mind, you can't keep it in your hand, you know.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. That is heavy.
Whatever
Ooh,
you cannot hold in your mind, in your hand, in your mind, in your spirit, put it that way to make a lot of you feel happy. Whatever you cannot hold in your mind cannot stay in your hand. It is the reason why people who don't have business strategies. Now, if I give Apostle Mercedes £1 million now, I'm going to be rest assured that she will invest it. You know why? Because I believe that she has created multiple streams and channels for which that amount will go. Her mind, oh, I feel good about this, Apostle. Jesus, let me not scream. Her mind has already Apostle. Oh my God, there is an abundance of wealth that you've been waiting for, you've prepared for. It is coming. It is there. It is there. There is a wealth that I just felt that I can't walk out of this. Now, if I tell Apostle Mercedes that I'm sending a million pounds or €1 million, $1 million, I'm not going to be bothered having sleepless night. You know why? Because before the million, oh my God, I can't. Whenever I say the million, there is this thing that wells up in me. Before the million comes to her, my God, this is exciting. Before the million comes to her, her mind has already been engaged to prepare avenues for which that million will be dispersed. This is what we say about if your mind can handle it, your hand can keep it. But if I have to give Sister X £1 million, Apostle, I may kill her. I may
yeah.
kill her because the woman's high blood pressure will increase. She will not be able to sleep. She will wake up every 5 minutes in the night and check if the money is still there. If anything run to her house, she will begin to pray and bind and cast out the devil. She will be so afraid because it is too much for her to handle. Her mind has not been consciously, deliberately prepared for what she's praying for. So many of us, God will not give us more than we can bear. It is not only talking about temptation. It is also talking about wealth. God loves you so much, He would not, oh, because I love Brother James, even though he can't handle this, it'll kill him, it'll drive him out of the faith. I just love him, so I got to give him £1 million. No, God will not do that. He will not bypass His principles.
Wow.
So we got to prepare mentally. We got to prepare. How do you prepare? My question now for all of us watching this: how conscious about wealth are you? Are you conscious about wealth? Oh, how many books about wealth have you read? Apostle wrote a book on business and financial wealth creation. Have you read it? How many Bible verses concerning your wealth and your health do you know? How many books about investment? How many seminars or teaching about investment have you been a part of now? You know what breaks my heart? This is the kind of broadcast where a million people should be a part of. Because what we shy away from talking about is what we're mostly plagued with. Our wealth and our health. But you know what? Trust me. Tomorrow is Sunday. You will hear declarations. The wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. There is nothing wrong with that Bible verse, Apostle. But watch this. The wealth is not laid down. The wealth is laid up. So if you're someone with a down mentality, you will still not get the wealth and you'll be praying in tongues for 20 years. You're waiting for the wicked to lay down their wealth. No, you got it all wrong. So if you're lazy, sitting on your behind, doing nothing, folding your hands, and refusing to go out, you are wasting your time. Because the wealth of the wicked is not laid down. It is not a hand down. It is laid up. And the Bible said, he that is above all, except your mind, and then except your mind is functioning at a level where you can also understand the functionality of wealth that the wicked has left behind. You cannot be in that realm. You pray in tongues all you want to pray in tongues. God will be providing for you your daily needs because He loves you, but may not entrust wealth into your hands because you will not administer wealth correctly.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
It breaks my heart because the church should be, we should be administrators. We should be a good conduit for God to pass his wealth to the world. My
Mm.
I stopped praying for church friends, apostle. I stopped praying that God give me church friends. I pray for wise friends. I pray for people with understanding, people with wisdom. My one of my declaration is, Father, I thank you today. I am so grateful, happy and grateful for the 12 strong member team that you have given to me working with me at DHWS Global. I am so
Mm.
happy and grateful for people of wisdom and understanding that walk with me and are surrounded around me. I don't pray for jokers. Some of you have to consciously separate yourself from jokers because they are ruining everything that God has started up for you.
Mm. Mm.
The wealth that you're praying for is within and around you, but you are so surrounded with people. Now, I heard an apostle say this. He said, not everybody can go with you. Some people are afraid of heights.
That's it.
Do you
That's
get
it.
me? Some people are afraid of heights. If they
Mm.
if they have height phobia, if they have prosperity phobia, if they have health
Hallelujah.
phobia, if they have health phobia, you leave them
Mm.
behind. You can
Mm.
bless them, in the hood, provide for their children in the hood. But when it comes to your strategy team, my God, now I'm going into a lot of things that it would not take the day to unpack it. When it comes to your strategy team, you have to consciously select people that will be around you whose mind operates on the same frequency like yours.
Absolutely. Mm. My.
Somebody said this that blessed me yesterday. He said, if you're loaded, you will be needed.
Makutu kalabaye.
It blew me away. He said, stop going to Shanda Shanda, Rimaneko Shana, na 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 na. Lord, let them meet me. Let them meet me. Let them send for me. They send for you. What do you have to offer?
Mm. Mm.
Look, we will not. A pastor said this to me, which I love. He said, when it comes to the expert role in our church organization, he said we
Right.
don't hire people based on the spirit. We hire
Mm.
people based on their expertise because it is
Mm.
an expert role. It is not a spiritual role. Because the
Mm.
problem with us is we have put square pegs in round hole because our sister is the one that first come to church. She's just faithful. She comes to church early every day. You put her in charge of the finances and you're asking me why the money is not growing. It
Mm.
doesn't work that way. There are principles. You will not, apostle, you will not invest your time going to study human relations, diplomacy, and politics, and understand finances and all that. You invest your time and your resources, leave your children behind, and then you go and learn all these things. Your husband don't even see you all the time. You invest a year of your time to grab all this knowledge to advance yourself. Tell me, apostle. And then a sister is sitting there on her behind, speaking in tongues. "Rana, na, na, ne, 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 kora, na, na, na. Lord, send the wealth of the wicked to me." And God is saying, "Oh, you're joking, sister. You were joking because somebody's there advancing themselves, developing themselves, creating opportunities for themselves, taking advantage of free causes, and you were there just declaring words that you're not behaving like you want to receive." See, we can't fool God.
Mm. Come
We
on
can't
now.
fool ourselves. We can't fool God.
Mm.
Many of us
No,
have
sir.
traveled to many countries, but there is one country we have not traveled to. You know that place? It is the country, the continent of me. We have not traveled to me. We have gone to Paris. Oh, we know the Eiffel Tower. We've gone to Africa, my God, beautiful Africa. We've gone to America, my God, the American burger. We have gone to everywhere. The Netherlands. I love Netherlands. It's one of my favorite places. We have been to the Netherlands. We love the places. My God, it's beautiful. The food, the things, the people. We have gone to every place. We've gone to every neighborhood. But the one place we've not been to is the continent called me. We have not
Makutu
taken
kalabaye.
Aniyosha. We have not taken the time to look within and ask ourselves, what am I made of? What has God
Mm.
put on the inside of me? What do I have the potential to birth? What do I need to develop in me? Who do I need to align myself with? Who do I need to connect with to learn certain things that I find deficient in me? But you know what? We will not ask those questions because we see what is wrong with everybody except us. We see why nobody is giving us money except the reason why they are not giving us. We don't see it. We see why the other sister, we call her stingy. We call the other brother tight hand. We call them all sort of names, but we have not taken the time to ask ourselves, why am I not attracting wealth? Why am I not attracting wise people? Why am I not attracting people that want to invest in me? Why am I not doing that? Look, prayer is very important. But when you pray, you got a plan. You look, Apostle, no matter how much I pray, you cannot lift, you cannot do my sit up for me.
Ooh, I like that.
It doesn't matter how much I pray. I do 3 nights vigil. Lord, Apostle Mercedes will not do my sit up for me. If she does my sit up for me, she will just benefit from it. That is what is happening to a lot of us. We are waiting for other people to do our sit up, and we sit and we sit back and we are envious.
I wish somebody can do that sit up for me too.
There are a lot of things that nobody will do for you. Nobody will do your push-up for you. It doesn't matter how much I love you, Apostle Mercedes. It doesn't matter how much I adore my wife. It doesn't matter how wonderful she is and how beautiful she is and all that. I will not do her bench press for her. I will not shadow walk for her. My responsibility is to be a coach, to motivate her, because I know that everything that I'm asking her to do, she has the potential of doing that. Do you understand me? If you don't hear me, hear this now. Everything that we are asking you to do is already embedded in you. You know why? The Bible said, Christ in me, the hope of glory. If there is Christ in you, if there is God on the inside, how can you carry this great God on the inside of you and you still use the word can't? I can't.
Whoa.
My God, look. You excited me. My children know, Apostle, in my house, the word can't has been expelled, has been cancelled out. My son, 8-year-old, will tell you, he said, can't is not a word.
Wow.
He will tell you, can't is not. If you speak in my house and say, I can't do this, he will walk up to you to say, Auntie, can't is not a word. Because the Bible makes us understand I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. He did not say I can do all spiritual things. Do you hear me? Let me give you all this for free.
I know this is just good.
I'll give you all this for free. There are 2 words that you got to be very conscious of when you speak them in your entire life. As far as I'm concerned, they are, if they are not the most important word, they are part of the most important 2 words. Very important. You should be very careful anytime you use these 2 words or anything that come after these 2 words are very important. It has the potential to transform your life or to terminate your destiny. They're the words I am.
Wow.
As simple as it is. You got to be very careful when you use the word I am. You see, whenever you use the words I am, you think you're saying just the word. No, you are making a declaration, you're giving direction, and you're making a prescription for your life. Why do you think that God told Moses? He said, tell him that I am sent you. Jesus would always say, I am the way, the truth. I am this. If you watch well, there's not been any time that Jesus used the words I am that the following sentences is not powerful. Wow. Now, if I stay on the word I am, I've preached on the I am, it is so powerful. It is so massive. Now, you got to be careful when you use words like I am sick. The Bible said, let the weak say what? I am strong. Now, you got to be very careful. Let the more. Now, the Bible indicates to us, it did not even suggest to us that the situation is contrary. No, it applies that it indicates that the situation is there. You have a situation that presents itself like poverty. However, you were instructed that the words that come out of your mouth should not agree with your situation. The problem with many of us where we are, where we've not seen financial wealth, is that our confession is agreeing with our situation. You must consciously not allow your confession to agree with your situation. Now, many of you do you know that this will shock you? Do you know that you have the right not to speak when people are speaking? Some of you don't realize that. You don't have to contribute in every conversation to appease or to please anybody. If the conversation is contrary to what you believe, you are permitted to shut up your mouth. Tell them I said so. If they want to fight with you, tell them to come and fight with me. And you have the right not to sing every kind of song, because a lot of the songs we're singing are contrary to God's word for our lives. So you got to be conscious whenever you're saying I am. We have to unlearn and relearn many things. So before you open your mouth, see, the Bible said be slow to speak and be swift to hear. It said let your hearing be so sharp that if you've got to open your mouth, the Bible said we will give account of every word, idle word we speak. The word account is a financial term. For God to use a financial term to illustrate to us how important the word we speak is, you got to take it seriously. So for you to understand that your wealth is connected to your mouth, you will take it very seriously. Apostle, you allowed to stop me because I just keep running off.
I just, I'm just loving this because we are going somewhere, and I'm just thinking, yes, I'm just thinking like, it's just amazing because I'm thinking like, we need to do we need to do another program because this is just not enough, because this is really my heart, to communicate, to bring balance, because and you're using, and I'm seeing the people of God, they making those declarations, you're using the word I love so much because like I can do all things. Well, like, do we really know what we are talking about? When you say I can do all things, means I can do all things. And so I just refuse to, and that is why we really need to repent for operating under that divine standard that God is already wants us to operate on. I'm like, we are the children of the Most High God, and I know that God is, the people of God that that are following our ministry, their heart is in the right place, and I just believe that we need to give them these tools to be able to empower them, equip them, and just invest in them. And I just love that today. Then there was, you sent me two different websites, and you said the other website was for your wife and for your child. I was just smiling. I was like, wow, I really, really love that, because my other daughter, she's 15 now, and she actually started her clothing line at the age of 8. She already had international fashion show when you check estomodels.com, and she's still very creative, and she's doing a lot of things, and I just instill that. I take them, I talk to them, I train them, I speak to them, and that is something, because like as a parents, you don't think like, okay, let me, I would say train your children the way they should go. You don't know how long the Lord will permit you to be around them. You don't know how long you're going to be around. So I pour into them. I talk to them. I train them. And they're doing things. And when it comes to like even my book cover and all that, they are sharp. They're going to tell you, listen, this is just like, can you choose something else? We have conversations, and and when I see what is happening, children of God going through so many, going through so many uh, difficult struggles financially. It doesn't make sense to me, and that is why I want them to, like, you don't need to struggle. I think we touched on it, briefly last time when we were talking about financial wealth creation. And we just, I want to be able to have a program whereby we want to train people how to utilize their skills, their talents,
Yeah.
grow and go out there. When you get into a marketplace, I want us to have the mindset that
That's right.
I'm here to dominate. I'm not here to, no, I'm here to dominate. I'm here to take things over, and in fact, the book I did, the business and financial wealth creation book, I actually did it for the project I did for the European Union. So they
Wow.
actually hired me to do a project for them. And the sister was online last time in our 3 a.m. prayer class. She actually traveled with me to, to Hungary, Romania, and all those countries where we had to put those projects in places. We had about more than 20 something different industries, and I just brought. I'm like, Lord, I'm not saying no to this. They believe I could bring structure and direction to these industries. It doesn't matter what kind of industry. I realized that you don't need to be, rocket scientist to fix three things.
That's right.
I look at the book of Proverbs, and I took up the challenges, and we've been seeing good results. So the book for business and financial wealth creation actually came from those projects, and I just want people of God to know that, especially, I did a wonderful book last year, The Prayer of a Bitter Wife, and a beautiful good read book for both men and women, because I saw that when a lot of women, a lot of sisters from House of Faith, when things are going, a lot of things are not going well and all that, I see that sometimes they are stuck in a toxic relationship because
Yeah.
financially they are not able to move, they are not able to do some certain things. So we just want to equip the people of God, because if the Lord is saying the earth is of the Lord and the fullness thereof, and I will give you hidden riches of this world, treasures of darkness. I believe God. I know He's doing it, and I'm seeing the manifestation in that. So when we did the project last year, we saw that lot, I just thought like a lot of people are stuck in relationships that they are not supposed to be in. And because of, they will tell you, because they don't have the money to move, they are not able to take their children to safe place, or there are a lot of fights within relationship because of financial crisis or another. I'm like, why do you have to be at the mercy of somebody hiring you? Why don't you create
That's right.
a wealth for yourself? So that is why we want to, we want to be able to bring information to people. Like, you don't need to be stuck.
That's right.
Come out from that place, and
That's right.
just trust God, and that is what I really want to communicate to people and be bold about it. As a child of God, just like, sometimes we have this false humility. I'm a Christian, I'm just there to humble myself. No, you go into the marketplace and get. I'm telling you, I have some projects I do. My husband is an engineer. My husband is an engineer, and there's some projects we do together. And he really don't want to collide with me when we are negotiating. It's like, really, I just, and I know that there are a lot of wonderful people out there
Yeah.
that can create. Well, even some pastors, we see pastors, some pastors are they are frustrated because, oh, this person is not paying their tithe and offering. As many women of God, you cannot depend on tithe and offerings and all these things. That is just the truth, because it's not everybody coming to the church that are paying your tithe and offerings. So and if you start to live from that place, guess what? You're frustrated because this sister didn't show up, or this person, you are in panic, and then you leave that your place of assignment and going after, so I just, I just want us to be able to help the people of God to create, so that they can be able to create wealth and convert their skills, their talent. I think Tessie was saying something, sister Tessie was saying something like, I really want to do something with my life. I want to do one thing or the other. So I want to be able to communicate to these people. Like, maybe if you are good in braiding hair, or you are good in this, or you're good in, like you said, cooking, or whatever God is giving to you. We want to train people to convert that, to monetize what, their gift or their skills or whatever. So maybe you want to touch on that briefly, before you you leave, you leave. There's so many
Yeah,
things. I want
it's,
to
it's,
touch on that.
it's interesting you said that, because I really want to for as many people that are online now, I think you're really blessed to be here. To be very honest with you, we don't take it for granted that you're here, to hear this and to be a part of this. One thing I want to say to people is, everyone that is on this broadcast can manifest wealth, can manifest what God has put on the inside of them. Now, the reason I'm saying this is, now I grew in Nigeria, in Port Harcourt. I grew in Nigeria, in Port Harcourt, from a family that the poor call us poor. Now, I'm not afraid. I'm I'm not afraid to say this anytime, because I want people to understand. Because I'm trying to first of all challenge that thought in you that give excuse of, oh, because of this and because of that. Now, I grew from a family that the poor call us poor. I always say to people that we were that broke that if I walk past a bank, I probably treat the alarm. That is how broke we were. My mom was a trader. A lot of the things I learned from was from my mom, not consciously, but now that I'm grown. I think this was one of the reasons why I wrote my book, Transformation, Generational Blessing, because I wrote
Wow.
Generational Blessing because people have been emphasizing on generational curses and not realize that there are generational blessings that are in their families that they've not taken advantage of. Now, this may be one of somebody's answer to prayer, because God started revealing to me that virtues are blessings. Now, my
Mm.
mom is a good accountant. My mom was not educated. My mom was a woman that she's a petty trader. So we've sold everything you can think of, from plantain to bananas to any kind of fruit you can mention, to water. In Nigeria, if you're in Nigeria, you understand. We hawk water. Now, I used to hawk stuff on my head, road, street by street. I'm not
Wow.
playing. My wife is online. I'll ask people to know me. I used to hawk stuff on my head in a tray, street by street. Maybe that's why I went bald so quick. In a tray, street by street. Now I hawk till I finish my secondary school. I will hawk before I go to school. I will hawk before I go to church on Sunday. My mom would not go to church, but you dare not miss church. We
Wow.
go and hawk, and then she will get us ready before we go to church. So a lot of the virtues that I learned that I used to, that people don't realize, I didn't learn them from any university, no school, nobody taught me. No, I learned them in a crude way from my mom. My mom was
Mm.
an astute trader. She was a good accountant. She was a time manager. My mom wakes up at certain time every day to go to the market. They call it bush market in a different town. 3 a.m., 4 a.m., my mom is out to ensure that she gets the stock and comes. So my mom was disciplined. My mom knows routine. My mom was fit, even though she was not literally physically consciously exercising. But my mom
Mm.
knows she was managing. We were nine in my house, one mom, one father. I'm the ninth. So you can imagine I was the last. All the eight of my siblings, my mom could manage every one of us to ensure that we go to school. So those virtues are things that I inherited from my mom. The ability to lead, the ability to manage, the ability to delegate and to delegate things to people, to be accountable and to be
Mm.
trustworthy. So these are virtues that I learned. Now, I'm saying this because a lot of you who are on this broadcast, you ask me, yourself, what do I need to do? What do I, if you look back in your family line, don't only look for the causes. Look,
Mm.
I had to ask my oldest brother, because I'm the youngest. My father is late. I had to ask my oldest brother, can you list out some of the virtues our father had? because he was wondering, why are you asking? The man is dead and gone. I said, I just want to know the virtues my father had. And one of the things that my brother said is, my brother said, our father used to work and manage other people's things very well. He didn't know why I was asking, so he could give me a fair response. He said, two, he said, our father was a wise chief. When people have issues, he does not only consult for people in our village, in our local compound, we call it, the people from other families will come and meet him. So when my brother was saying it, I was literally ticking the box, okay, this is why I'm like this. This is why I'm like that. And he said, our father know how to manage what is given to him. Our father knows how. Now, of all the things he said, there were certain things that he said definitely, which I believe I should work against, because when he started talking about our father could stay within the place, and there are certain things that I don't, that I have to break to go further. This is where you know the things you take and the things that you break, right? But I learned those virtues, and I put them, translate them into my life, and a lot of them started working for me now. I wrote 2 books. I rather published 2 books during the pandemic, which makes my book 4, The Abundance of One and Transformational Thought, during the pandemic. Now, I'm saying this because I'm the least person to ever believe that I could write a book.
Wow.
First of all, now I not only write books, I also now create courses and coach people to write books. Me. So what is your excuse?
Mm.
Then another thing is, why did I get into fitness business? This is where somebody will get this word and run with it.
Right.
I always thought I always thought that fitness was just something I like doing. I just like doing fitness. I just love it and all that. Now, I've been doing fitness for more than 20 years plus. So I've maintained my weight for going to 20 years. Not deliberately, not looking at what I'm eating or not, but just living my life the way I've been living. Going to 20 years, I've maintained the weight, right?
Mm.
But I did not realize that this was an avenue for me to create wealth. You know, when I was talking with Apostle Mercedes, I said to her that everything that you find people doing that they get money from, that you have potential to do, it means you do not have the right to ask God for money anymore.
Ooh, that's it. Powerful. Whoa.
Right? So I
Mm.
thought I just like fitness. But my wife's nephew and niece would always tell me, they will tease me and say, Uncle, you're the only uncle we know who's always had a six-pack, right? And we will laugh and laugh about it. But one day I was praying, and I said to myself, I said, God, when I started becoming conscious, that is one thing I need to say. When I started becoming money conscious, because one of the reasons why a lot of people are not having money, they are not money conscious.
Mm.
So
Mm.
even when there is an opportunity for them to make money comes around them, they are not aware. They are not
Wow.
conscious. They are not aware. They are not wealth conscious.
Man of God, we have to do this again, because this is just like, I love this. I just love these tools. I don't even think we have even hit anything. A few things that today there's so many things we wanted to just ditch out today.
Yeah.
And we've not even touched we've not even scratched the surface. And this is so powerful, because we've been praying about generational blessings, and and understanding that, and just empowering the people of God, because and I just love it. There's so many things I want to touch on. I don't think we even have the time at all. So I will have to, we need to do this again. I'm just gonna say,
I'm at your service.
you think about it, you pray about it, and guys, I want you guys to let me know if you want this, so that we can spread this throughout the month of October. Because I'm just saying this now because I don't even know his agenda. I know he's busy, but because we need time. I believe in consistency. The faith comes by hearing, and hearing, more hearing by the word of God. I'm telling you, when it comes to things like this, these are not information I normally just do, publicly, but normally it's just in a closed session, but I just because I really have to go, but this is so good, because I'm telling you, I don't know about you guys. Yes, I see that, Karen. I don't know about you guys. I am so, so blessed because, because I came home and I was like really, I was not very happy person. I get to my husband, what is this shadow boxing, and all that. I'm like, this is such a mess. And I hear Pastor talking about it now. So I'm really empowered as well, going back to the ring again, So it's just like everything, many things, and uh, but uh we have your website, for you guys need to really check it out. And do you have I know it's a different website for your books, so we want to check out your books as well, so for that will really help the people of God. And uh, uh we just want that. I get so excited, when I'm so excited, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so excited. This good stuff. This is good stuff. My God, I am so, man of God, I'm so happy. I'm so excited because I'm telling you, we are creating some giants here. I see some people, I'm like, you just spend time with me. Just give me 1 month of your life. Just give me 2 months of your life. You cannot be the same. It's just a no-no. Yeah, awesome. I think I saw a website. Did I see a website? I'm sure I saw. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So I'm streaming from different places. So the light is just like on my face like that. Yeah. So man of God, do you want to think about it, pray about it, and see, maybe offline we'll talk about it offline and see if you want to do, few weekends with us, so that we can have time to go, to take the people of God step by step and precept by precept, through these things. Some people are busy with their business plans and all that, and they are busy with their marketing plans. They're struggling with things. I do understand that there's not everybody, that have that natural thing, that tenacity to just want to go and get things done. I have the mentality like I want to start something, I'm getting it done, and you can't get it out of me. So, but I also understand that not everybody have that, and sometimes we need to uh, pull people along, and so I really will, please think about it, pray about it. If you're willing to just do, few weeks with us, and to be able to just bless the people of God, so that you take time and just take them, and because we are seeing, I'm telling you, like, the fitness thing, and like you was talking about, like, with the health thing and health springing forth. By the way, I didn't even know you're Nigerian.
Really?
This is so cool. I have no idea. This is so cool. So, yes, I see that. So please, we want to plan about around that, so that because we are already, today is 26th already, and we want to be able to communicate it at least before the end of this month, to God's people, so that they can plan and get involved. And so get my book if you have not get the, you need my book. You need the book, the business and financial wealth creation. There I talk about the law of clarity, what exactly business is, $1 million mindset, focus and success, marketplace evangelism, guide to starting your own business. This is a business, this is a book I put together to help you industry and people are being blessed. Business plans, tips and tactics, for effective, starting your business, and the elements of business plans and things like that. Executive summary as well, just about sales, fundraising, action plans, looking from supplier to everything, cultural differences, cultural taboos for those that are, planning to go international, business communication, business relationships, investment, and everything is in that book. You want to get that book, freedom from fear, empowerment, everything is there. You want to get that book. So I'm so excited because this is such a good stuff. Because when I saw your video, when I saw your video, so I told my husband, it was one of those days I thought I could just hide from the Holy Spirit. Like I skipped my fitness that day. So I just like, let me go to his page. Karen, you guys need to go check it out. Let me go to his page. And then he's doing this crazy workout. I'm like, just watching it alone was enough for you to lose like 10 kilos. So I told my husband, and he was cracking up like, okay, so it's so wonderful that we are blessed in the body of Christ to have a man of God like this, filled with the Holy Spirit and with wisdom, a family person as well, and with such wisdom, and he's saying, you know, stand, get up from the couch, run with the vision, and so we need this kind of voice. We really need this kind of voice to speak into our lives, to know that, God is calling us out from that four walls of the, of the church and everything, So, man of God, I just want to say thank you. Is there anything you want to give to the people of God before we leave this broadcast?
Now,
Before we go?
I believe we'll have more other time. The link is sent, the Tulip publication. If you're living in the Netherlands, I think that's easy for you to get my books from the Tulip publication. But every other part of the world, if you go to dhdavis.org, you will find it. I've got an institute site, the Institute of Influence. That is where all the courses, and if you want to write books, there are courses for us to do all that. Now, I do a whole lot of things. I do consultation for businesses, for individuals, people who want to start businesses or are in business who are stuck. From the month of October, I think from the 6th of October, for 7 sessions, I think I have my mentoring and coaching sessions from, it's on my website, dhdavis.org. So you can go and register and be a part of it. I always say to people, the thing that differentiates us, using myself also, I talk about Pastor Mercedes, Pastor Wilson, and people that are believers who have access to this, is you're not just getting an information, you're getting all spirit, spiritual, and body. Because the thing is, if you're in my mentoring and coaching class, I would not only be teaching you based on business. There's no way you won't get the fitness aspect of me. There's no way you won't get, the strength, the relational, the ministry. So you're literally buying me. That is what I say to people. You're literally taking me as an individual for 6 courses, for 7 or how many courses. That's what it is. That we're available. I'm ready to serve, like Apostle Mercedes said. So.
So I really have to go because of my battery is running down. I love you guys, man of God. Thank you, love you so much. So I appreciate you, and I'm so grateful for your also for your precious family, your wife. I love her website, by the way, and for allowing you to do this for us. So my battery is running. So I love you guys. So
Run.
love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much, man of God. Thank you.